Alright, welcome animation students. This video, I'm going to explain some of the things we went over in live lesson. Basically, what Wick Editor is and why we're using it, and why it's an issue. So, what Wick Editor is that it's a free, web-based animated software, or animation software, rather. And we are using it instead of using Tupi, which you have to download onto your computer. And you'll notice that your lessons in Unit 8 are immediately going to go and tell you to use Tupi and give all instructions doing those. But for some of you, your school computers are not letting you download the software. For others of you, you may be using a tablet and you cannot use that type of software. For people like me, my computer is such a ancient piece of sadness that if I upload one more piece of software, it will simply crawl up into a corner and never do anything ever again. So for me, Tupi is not an option, and many of you let me know that it's not an option for you either. So I went off and I looked into what I could find that was a good alternative, and the Wick Editor seemed a wonderful, wonderful place to start. So the Wick Editor is what I will do all of my lessons using, and I will be adding videos showing tutorials and the like for how to do these lessons. Do not feel stressed if you realize that the instructions in the Tupi lessons are nothing like what I give you. I'm simply telling you what cool things you can do with Wick Editor and trying my best to make them relate to the lessons, but there are many features in Tupi that simply don't exactly correspond one-to-one. So I'm just going to show you brand new how to do things. I've already uploaded one or two videos in Unit 8 that you guys can look at for some simple how-to-dos. Brief intro to Wick Editor here. I have advanced tool settings tutorial that I pulled from their website. I highly recommend you use that. We're going to look at a little bit of that today, but there's some really cool buttons that I've been learning as I go along, and they do some really fun things. So, and then I put a brief tutorial about using the tween function, and I will eventually put up a video about how to add a asset. So downloading or uploading other stuff to put in pictures and drawings that you've done elsewhere. Okay, so that basically is what this is and what you can expect. Don't feel stressed if you really have another piece of software that you want to use. I obviously will not be giving instructions on any other software than this one because, well, you know, there's only 24 hours in my day. What can I do? So I'm going to dedicate my time to Wick Editor. Okay, I am going to leave this video here. It's just a brief intro. And please continue looking at the other videos to see what other cool stuff you can do with Wick Editor.